Set, lady.
Mike's 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. The Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56.
Stafford now to throw. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
First carry for Darius Geis. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check it back, check it back. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
It's Geis on the counter. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Here we go.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Watch the run. They're running, man. Check 9, check 9.
On first down, this is Geis. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 10-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Geis. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Go to base. I'm coming. Anyway. I'm coming. Check.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
It's going to be a long day.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 53's the mic. 50's the
Now it's Stafford. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, Lozette. Get us 20. 53, Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey. Play. 22.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check 53. Watch the curl.
Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Stafford. Oh, look at the juke. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set. 250. 50. Hey, get in the weight room. Check. 53's Mike. Check. Hey, Haywood. Check Mike. 53's the Mike. 53. 32. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Watch safety creep. Creeping. Safety's creeping.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Tight up.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Set! Yellow waiting! 53! Yellow waiting! And wing it!
Here's Stafford. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
I'm here all day. Set. Waiting.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
53's the Mike.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Hey. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got you.
Here we go on 4. Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
SOS. 22, Jet, Bomber. SOS. 22, Jet, Bomber. Check 24, check 24. Check 37, check 37.
On second down now, it's Thompson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Third down. Here's Haskins escaping the pressure right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in a field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here. And
he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check Alpha. Check. Hurry. Yo. Yo. Shit. What happened?
Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
You got him. You got him.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 35-yard line.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard.
36.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On the ground, it's Geis. Powerful running. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Flushed out right. Incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. Check 50. Check 50.
And the blitz does come. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
He's crazy. He's checking crack.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill, and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. 53's the mic. 53, check 53.
Here's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Mike, 53. 53. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Get in the right room.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready? Check the hot read. Check 31. Check. Hey, give me the radar.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Pick up of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Omaha, ready, move.
Now Stafford. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Bring it. Bring it. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Silver.
Zebra.
Mike, 56. Mike, 56. Hey, pick it up.
From the gun, Stafford. Steps away to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13, Haskins, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, that they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, alert 3. Jumper.
Now Haskins down around his goal line. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And that is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. Prater's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Jones leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After the sack on 1st down, Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Squeeze. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
4th down. Here's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
We play to win. Let's go.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Haskins to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep down. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, 52 yards. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodge there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. And middle. Let's go. Here we go. Hey, box truck. 53. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Watch the pass.
They snap it to Stafford. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Crunch time, defense.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
At the 26-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Be the boss, let me